It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from C&A Veltins, and it's a can of their Grevensteiner original. The beer is coming in at 5.2% ABV in a 500 milliliter can. Really like the look of the can. Really like the look of that. A lovely, well presented beer. Veltins, we'll have a look. They talk about the Rye Shabbat. Normally if they're a really old brewery there'll be a date on the can. They're very proud of their tradition, their German brewing tradition. So without further ado, let's get this beer out then into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, looks good. Ooh, look at this. Interesting looking beer. Not really sure what style of beer this was, to be honest. I didn't know whether it was but it says land beer on the front. Original land beer. But if you take a look at it, it's got a one finger white head. It's got great carbonation rolling up the side of the glass, and then you've got this haze. You've got this wonderful hazy amber coloured beer. Just wondered if I've chucked a Weiss beer in the wrong style of glass. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Let's get the aroma. No, it's not smelling like a Weiss beer. The reason why I'm thinking Weiss beer, of course, is the haze. A little bit of sweetness coming through. Such a biscuitiness. And a slight berry hop flavour, like a blackberry or something like that. A little bit tart, like mixed fruit jam or something like that. It smells good, looks good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. I think this is the Veltins. I think this is Veltins' attempt at an English ale. Something traditionally British. Well, they've done a good job. It's very tasty. It's leaning towards being slightly more sweet. Slightly more sweet than bitter. You get not an over kind of sweetness coming through. It's not overly done, but there's definitely a lot of kind of sweetness coming through. Sweet malts, biscuit malts, sweet meal digestive kind of flavours coming through. And then you pick up a little bit of bitterness on the end, on the back end, with some of that kind of little bit of stingy nettle, a little bit of mixed fruit jam. It's definitely a sessionable beer. It's definitely a sessionable beer at 5.2%. And yeah, I mean, what I would like to do with this, I think, I could definitely have another one, don't get me wrong. But I think I would like to have a selection of German beers, this being one of them. I'd enjoy this and go, right, okay, let's try a Pilsner next. And then let's move on to a Weiss beer. Let's kind of, and then maybe a Dunkel and a Dunkelweiss, and you know, go through the selection of different styles, classic German styles of beer. There's such a big heritage in Germany with brewing beer. And their styles go back hundreds and hundreds of years. Weisens and Dunkel Weisens. It's just amazing that they've been able to hold on to that kind of tradition. And it goes back, it says it on the back of the can here, something about the Reichsgebot. It's the last word on the back of this can. There it is. But it goes back to that Reichsgebot, that insistence, that law of having to only use 4 ingredients: malt, hops, yeast and water. And that's it. That's it. In the Bavarian region of Germany, that's it. That's all you're allowed to use. And I've often said in some of my fruitier beer reviews, I've got one coming up, I'll show you now. This is a mango puree pale ale from Northern Monk. Pardon me. If it's got too much mango puree in, I'll say it's too much. It's too much for me. I'm not enjoying it. It's too much. If it's well balanced and nicely done, I'll equally say, yeah, it's okay. But there's something to be said about the Reichsgebot. With the Reichsgebot, there's no way you could put mango. There's no way you could put mango in your beer unless you took out the hops. And the German people are just not going to accept that in their beer. Why change something that tastes this good? I really hope I love that beer, by the way. I really hope I love it. I wasn't picking on that beer, it was sat on the side. I was talking about some of these ice cream pale ales that I've reviewed recently. The £5 a tin, and it was awful. It was absolutely terrible. Right, back of the can. It's all in German. I can pick out hops and traditional brewing, traditional malts. And there's not really a lot I can pick up here. Ingredients. Can I pick up the ingredients? Water, malt, hops and yeast. Brewery Veltins. Good stuff. I like it. Good stuff. I like it. I like that traditional look on the can. Looks good. Nice little bit of lacing on the glass. Good levels of carbonation. I like the haze. Love that haze going on. Like the aroma. Taste is good. Yeah. I'm going to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.